channel, the Tori Denise. Today I'm coming to you guys with the eyebrow tutorial, and I am going to be showing you guys how I get my eyebrows like this. I hope that it's very easy to follow because a lot of people be asking me how I do certain things, so I'm gonna try and start uploading little videos here and there. So my first one is how to do your eyebrows. I'm gonna bring the camera closer so you can see. And if you want to see how I achieve these beautiful eyebrows, stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm just showing you my raggedy eyebrows. I'm going to be using a Precisely My Brow Pencil by the Benefit Cosmetics in the color 6. It has a spoolie and a eyebrow pencil at the other end. So I'm just brushing my hairs into place. We all in quarantine right now, so nobody getting their eyebrows done. It's okay. We're going to make it work. All right. So I'm going to start by outlining the bottom of my eyebrow and drawing that line all the way to the tail. I don't really have a tail on my eyebrow, so I kind of got to get creative. And then I'm going to do the same at the top, but I'm going to start midway through my eyebrow and connect at the end. So I'm just showing you what I just did. You're going to leave the front blank because you don't want that harsh eyebrow look. So I'm going to connect the lines of my bottom eyebrows. I don't usually do this, but for tutorial sake, I'm going to show you guys a shortcut on how to get your eyebrows to look similar. Remember, they're cousins, not sisters. Alright, so I'm going to be doing the same thing, starting in the middle almost of my eyebrow and drawing it to the tail and connecting. Checking them out. Alright, so now I'm about to start filling in my brows. You want to put the brow pencil up like a hair-like motion and just fill in where your eyebrow is like light. I have thin brows, so that's more for me. If you have thicker brows, you don't really have to fill them in too much. And then I'm going to just fill in my tail completely. Don't worry about it being perfect. You're going to clean it up later with concealer. And then I'm going to the front to draw some fake hairs. And then I'm taking my spoolie and just brushing out those hairs and just kind of putting my eyebrow hairs all back in place. And I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other eyebrow. Alright, so now I'm showing you the products that I'm going to use to conceal my brows. I'm using my foundation on the top and I'm going to use my concealer on the bottom. And I will list the exact details in the description box. So I'm just putting a little bit of product on my hand. I'm going to show you the kind of brush I'm using. It's just a flat concealer brush. I'm going to take a little bit of the concealer and start to trace the bottom of my eyebrow. So you want your brush as flat as possible to get a more precise outline, and then you just going to trace the shape of your brow. And you don't have to go as fast as me. You can take your time, especially if you don't do this often. Now I'm going to take the flat brush and start bringing the product down to my lid. This just helps with blending once I start blending later on in the video. Alright, so I'm just blending that product out, making sure that my eyebrows look how I want them to look, or at least this one. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other eyebrow. I'm doing the same thing to this eyebrow, just blending the product down onto my lid. Just makes it easy to blend. So now I'm about to start putting my foundation at the top of my eyebrow. And some people use concealer at the top and bottom. I personally use foundation because it just makes it look more natural when I have a full face of makeup. You're just going to start at the front of the brow and trace it all the way to the tail. I was struggling with the hair. And then I'm going to blend the product into my skin. Same way I did the concealer. Only difference is I'm blending it on my forehead. And what I do is blend the concealer and foundation together at the tail. And now I'm just separating my eyebrows. I know it looks crazy right now, but when I'm all done, it'll look good. So now I'm taking a fluffy brush and I'm just blending the product into my skin. And now you see why blending it down with the flat brush helps. Just makes it easier to smooth the product out. And I'm going to do that to the bottom and the top of my eyebrow. And then I'm just going to blend between my brows. And then I'm going to take my spoolie and brush the front of my eyebrows so that they don't look so dark. Alright, so I'm just checking to make sure my brows look how I want them to look. Blending is key when it comes to makeup. Alright guys, this is the finished look. If you want more makeup tutorials, like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know down below. Thank you.